So, guys, the Fantastic Four. Are you excited about it? Are you excited about it? You're not excited about it? Of course, we talked about the popcorn or the popcorn bucket, the Galactic's popcorn bucket. We got the Pop-Tarts coming out. But we do have the Fantastic Four coming very soon. There was a screening just happened last week, and a bunch of big people in the know. All the influencers out there, the leakers, the people that have all the information they're saying, came out and said that people are going, meh. And it's not that great. I'm talking about Jeff Snyder. I'm talking about Daniel Reitman. I'm talking about My Time to Shine, saying, "Oh, it's not that great." It's all going back to one person who was interviewing that had posted something online. The person came forward to actually clarify this whole situation. They said that what their reporting was going off and miscuing what they were actually saying. So they went to a test screen, this attendee did, and said during the test screen, they had turned to the person next to them and said, "Hey, what'd you think?" And they said, meh. But they said they did their questionnaire. Everybody was saying this is an excellent movie. And he said it was fantastic. He was excited about it, but people's big gripes were that the thing didn't have a Brooklyn accent. That was a big thing they were very upset about. I'm surprised someone said something about Pedro Pascal's mustache, because I know a lot of people were mad about that. They also said that Reed Richards was not turning into anything crazy shapes. They were upset about that. I'm like, they're having a hard enough time from the CG right here about him as it is. So I can't imagine why would he go different crazy shapes. Who wants to see that? But the overall excitement coming out of that showing was that people are saying it's an excellent movie. They're excited about it. I can't wait for Herbie so much. I cannot wait for Herbie. This is coming out July 25th. It's not that far away. Shackman came for Matt Shackman. Great guy, Matt Shackman. He did, of course, WandaVision. Now he's doing this. He's been very involved with the whole world. He almost did Spider-Man at one point, but he took over for this. Big Fantastic fan, Fantastic Four fan. Apparently, he's been reading them as kids. He studied all 60 years of the Fantastic Four comic books for this. He wanted to make sure he got it right. He was super excited about it. He said that, guys, has been asking about. Everybody's asking about, like, well, is Dr. Doom in there? Because there's a rumor too about Dr. Doom was in the end credits scene with Franklin Richards watching a cradle and like setting up moving forward. He says it's not in there. Don't believe that. But can you believe a director when he says that? Honestly, you can't really believe that. And we'll have to see what his actual inspiration is if Dr. Doom will come in here and set up for Doomsday. I feel like he has to, especially after we saw that whole ship. I don't know. I feel like we have to get Doom in here someplace, even if it's just like a coda, like something very quick. I don't know. Like, how do you do Fantastic Four without something to do with Doom? How do you not do it? But the thing is, like, you can't believe these people out here sometimes that want to talk trash about things. You just can't. And, people will say, oh, it's bad, but like we haven't got any reviews yet. Reviews have not opened. The embargo has not opened yet. We got some time. We've got some time. I'm still super excited about this movie. GR, before we go on to anybody else here, I go to you fast. You hear this stuff, people trash talking it, but now the rumors are saying, no, the guy's saying, no, they got it all wrong. They got it all right, and this is excellent. And those scoopers, they took all their posts down and shit too, by the way, which I think is hilarious because they don't feel like have people go with their shit anymore. Does that shock you? And do you think we have to wait for the movie to come out? And are you excited about Fantastic Four?
I hope this one is better than the rest of them. The previous Fantastic Four movies were terrible.
Oh, they weren't terrible, GR. Not terrible.
Yeah, Brian, they sucked.
Okay, well, which one was your favorite of three? Of the three? It was a three? Yeah, we had three so far.
Mm-hmm. None of them.
So you don't see any reason to go see another one. But the First Family, GR. Comic books.
I'll watch this, even though the lead of the team is not. That casting sucked. He is not Mr. Richards. I'm sorry.
What? I was skeptical about him too when they first cast him, but it's Pedro. He's everywhere. He's always kicking ass. He always puts in a hell of a performance.
I don't give a shit. He's not Mr. He's just not the right casting for the kid.
Maybe if he shaved the mustache for you,
that would be a little better. But it's still, he just doesn't have the look. I don't see him as a scientist. I see him as many things, but not a scientist.
Which, it's funny. There was like they must have had like such an there were so many people that were like rumored to be him at one point that they were going back and forth and back. We had so many rumors on here. I feel like and so when it landed on him, I still didn't want to believe it. We actually remember talking about this like it was like Valentine's Day like 2 years ago. Sean, remember that we actually were talking about this. insanity how long it's been. It's been so long. But GR is still not sold. I'm excited about this, but this summer is like, as I said before, it's like Marvel versus DC. We got the DC being rebooted with Superman, and in a lot of ways, Marvel's being rebooted as well with the Fantastic Four, their first family going into Doomsday, trying to re-grip their grasp on all the comic book people out there. Who's going to win this summer? What's going to be the best movie? Who has the best popcorn bucket? So far, it looks like Galactus wins, if you ask me. So far, I haven't seen the Superman bucket yet. I haven't seen it. Waiting on, we're going to come back to Sean in a second. But Spencer, what do you think? I'm going to make Sean wait. Spencer, what do you think, man? Do you think that this is going to be fantastic? Is it going to be a Fantastic Four movie? Is their popcorn bucket be the one that rules them all in the summer of popcorn buckets? And do you believe that this person, this insider, is right, that it is going to be an excellent movie? Throwing it at you.
It's going to be an excellent movie. I think it's going to be an excellent movie and an excellent popcorn bucket. But yeah, no, I mean, I love Pedro personally. I'm going to watch him in anything he does. This story, I think, is going to be a little bit better, a lot better, I think. A little bit more like family-oriented and, grounded in that. Because I think Sue's pregnant. I think that's what,
And Franklin's coming.
Franklin Richards is the strongest being in the galaxy, right there with Galactus. Yep. So that's going to be such a good, Sean. I know Sean's got a lot to say about that. Such a good tire. I mean, like, I have an ending in mind for all of this that I really hope that they get to. They won't do it, but I think it's going to be great.
What's your ending, Spencer? You're leaving us hanging here, man.
Yeah, you got to tell us now, man.
Yeah, what's your great ending?
I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. There's this moment in I honestly couldn't tell you what branch. I think it's Fantastic Four, but Franklin Richards and Galactus are watching. I believe this sun die. They are infinite beings, so it's kind of like this full circle moment where good and evil are sitting together watching the end. The epitomes of, and it's kind of beautiful and peaceful and awesome, and it'd be cool if we saw that for just like a snap of, and then get brought back to reality. They're massive cosmic beings, so we're going to be messing with large scale heroes, all the way down to like Daredevil, you know what I mean, and then multi-dimensional beings. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be really cool. I think we're going to see a whole universe collapse, and then they peace out at the end, I think is the idea. So
I think that's going to make sense. Those are the rumors for a long time. They were going to they were maybe from our universe before, and now they're going to come back, right? And I think it feels like that. Doesn't it feel like that incursion is going to go down?
Yeah, I believe that's the way I'm seeing it. But
yeah, even at the ship.
I think I know what story you're talking about, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a History of the Marvel Universe. It was a 2019 miniseries, and it starts with Franklin and Galactus looking at the end of the universe as it is and then relaunching it. Yeah, that's really good.
Which is, I think, such a great way to restart the MCU.
There you go.
Will they do it? No, probably not.
No, they're saving that for Doomsday and Secret Wars and all that kind of shit. We had so many off-ramps in the MCU history to just do a fresh thing and let things be and let the end. You just can't do it. And it's okay. It's okay to let things end.
I had a tough time before, but I'm over it now.
I know. It's like okay, well, I'm just here for the ride at this point. I want to see where they can take it. Introducing the Fantastic Four is a great first step. And I think that it can actually bring forward like this whole trajectory of like the old school Marvel stuff. Bring the X-Men in and be great. That's
going to happen.
Yeah.
I think because it's going to be very family oriented, very like.
Why didn't JJ direct this? I'm just saying, JJ Abrams is great with family stuff.
Yeah. No.
Busy, I guess.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a death here in the next movie. One of these four.
You think one of them's going to die?
I think so.
Are Is Johnny Storm going to die, and then we replace him with Chris Evans in the Fantastic Four, or in Doomsday? Chris Evans takes over as the Human Touch, torch for the different dimension.
The Human Touch, is that a new role, Brian?
That's my cup of tea.
He's got the touch. He's got the power.
But that's what I think.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Spencer, how do you feel? You agree with Spencer? Sean, do you agree with Spencer at all? What he's saying about this? Could you see that happening? And do you think that these, again, like people went nuts online with all these rumors about all this being like, it's going to be a horrible movie, and believe the hype, believe that. And then people are like, well, maybe it's not. That's what happens. I think when these showings happen, I think they make more damage than actual help. I think they always do, because of course you have one room full of people, and what do they actually feel about it? We don't know. We're not in that room. And then people take a snippet of something, they're wrong with it, right? So are you shocked about all the hate that spiraled from this, and this person actually came forward and tried to set it right?
It's easy to punch. It's easy to hate. It's easy to say this is bad and try and tear something down. It's a lot. For some reason, that's what gets most attention nowadays. It's kind of sad. Even the whole juxtaposition that this is a Marvel versus DC summer still kind of bothers me as well. Like the fact that we are getting, it doesn't have to be, right? Like this can still be. There can be a world where DC has a successful franchise and Marvel has a successful franchise. And we can just appreciate the fact that these stories are being told by visionary directors and bringing these stories to new generations. And the fact that we're getting this kind of Superman, I'm excited about it. I'm not going to pay attention to the reviews. I've been tearing apart every damn thing I can about this movie, and I'm still very excited, and I still don't know what the hell he's got planned. Same thing can be said for Fantastic Four. It's super easy to just take something out of context and make it mean 20 other fucking things. And really what you should be doing is respecting what we have here, be patient with it, and understand that, there are hundreds of thousands of people that are working on these films to bring these visions to life, and don't fucking shit on something because you think your own shit doesn't stink, right? Just appreciate the fact that we're getting this stuff. I think Pedro Pascal, I think this was fantastic casting all the way around. I'm very happy that we're even getting a Fantastic Four movie. The retro futurism, trying to even guess. I mean, we were talking so long ago when we got these first looks and the concept art was dropping. Oh, well, it makes more sense that they haven't been in the MCU because, look, they were in the past, and then obviously they leave. And so it's like the speculation machine is just always going to churn something out. At the end of the day, I'm going to be patient as all, and I'm going to go and see both these movies and love them both. Pedro Pascal can sell me paint and still, act like Reed Richards or Joel from Last of Us or any other friggin' character he's had, because I just think he's a great guy. I think he's a great actor. I love Mandalorian.
No argument on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, GR. For once, you and I are. I love it. Feeling the love.
The chat's not. They're both gonna flop. You see the chat said it's all gonna flop.
It's very easy again to write that kind of shit. And good luck to you. And I hope that you find joy in whatever life you lead currently.
I like Superman and Lois. That was a good show. It was a good show.
Superman and Lois. I didn't even pay attention to it. The fact that it was so big in terms of what they've done and what they introduced.
Spencer wasn't excited about it.
But it was cool that it existed, though, right?
Yeah.
It still meant something to that audience that could follow all the CW whatever, and that's fine. Yeah. That's okay. It doesn't have to be for everybody, and I think that's the thing that Marvel doesn't understand too is I get it. You're trying to make that money back, and I get it. You got to appeal to as wide audience as possible. It's not going to ever be everyone's cup of tea. And just accepting that fact, hopefully you can sleep a little easier at night. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I that's the thing. Not everybody's going to be happy, and there's all these expectations. And there's a lot of people out there that's going to trash it just to trash it. Superman and the Fantastic Four. And, look how much hate they've gotten from Dr. Doom. Just having Robert Downey Jr. coming in, too. There's a lot of hate. There's love, but there's a lot of hate. And I'm so fascinated by it. I'm on board to see where the idea they have, because the Russo brothers did us great in the last two movies they did great by us. And I think whatever they have planned. Did you guys see this one thing that happened? Here's one thing I saw on the Avengers icons. All right, I saw some that broke this down on the arrow, the ones where the heroes actually win. The A, like then the arrow goes past the A, does like a full circle. On the ones where they lose, it does half a circle, and it works for all the Avengers movies. It's the craziest thing, and so people are trying to speculate online that like Doomsday has a half arrow, so they're saying that the Avengers are going to lose Doomsday, and there's a full.
I mean, you can kind of guess where they're going with them anyway. It's the same thing. Like, I'm sure that theory worked for then the Infinity War Endgame stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're kind of
100% does.
I mean, that's crazy. That's a level of detail I don't think I was prepared for. So thank you.
People
for
are just pointing. Yeah, the one that I think the Secret Wars one shows they lose Secret Wars according to that thing. So they're going to lose. And then people are saying what's going to happen is that's because it's a whole new trajectory. Doomsday wins, Doom wins, and it's like a whole new. Maybe they win in Doomsday and they lose in Secret Wars. That's what it was.
What I'm still holding on hope that the spoiler was Secret Wars happens, they lose, and then every film in between that and Doomsday is a Battle World movie that has no bearing and it's just a thing. I think that'd be the smartest fucking thing that they could do. They probably aren't going to do it, and that's fine. That'd be great.
That would make sense for Bruce Banner being in Spider-Man. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I heard they're going to kill Kang the way that Doom killed
Thanos.
Right? Yeah, ripping his heart out and everything. That'd be good.
It pulls his spine out. It's amazing.
Something that just hit me. Yeah, I was reading earlier about them bringing Sentinels.
Yep, the Sentinels.
And do a lot of this, and I was like, man, Tony's big thing was the Iron Legion, and if they found a way to turn his Iron Legion into the Sentinels that fight the X-Men,
oh man,
that would be phenomenal.
Sure.
Yeah,
well, I keep reading that people are trying to saying that might be their thing. Like Doom's coming into the X Mansion with all the Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fucking dope. I think that'd be amazing.
Doom doesn't use Sentinels; he used Doombots. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, it's close. I mean, come on, John.
Yeah. They're bots. They're bots of some sort.
It's all robots.
I really like the Sentinels in Days of Futures Past, though. Those were cool. I really like
those. Were all right. Yeah,
that was such a great movie. That was such a great movie.
Everybody, it was beautiful to see.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys: did anybody see this whole thing? By the way, because I had to put this out there because I have not talked about this on the show. Marvel released this like a week or two ago, and it's just Hugh Jackman staring with his claws out, and then they did it for like 9 or 10 hours. Like every 2 hours, he would start doing this. And then it would just go back to him with the claws out. And they just had a live stream like that for 10 hours one day.
I didn't know this at all. That's very weird.
Illuminati.
Probably. Why? Why? Even though nothing was announced, nothing happened, they just had it out.
How long has Hugh Jackman been playing Wolverine?
I mean...
Is there any chance that it's 13 years?
Maybe.
No, it's been more than that. Because
I know. I was thinking it's probably been more than that, though, right? Yeah.
When was the first X-Men movie?
It was 2000, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2000 to 25 years.
Doing that?
25 years. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Well, that has nothing to do with that then.
No. Maybe he's been in 13 movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
31. He's going to do this for 31 more years.
According to Ryan Reynolds, he's not going to stop. Which again, they're trying to do the X-Men in the new Daredevil or Deadpool movie. They want that. There's more coming forward. Ryan Reynolds has been talking about that. How he's really trying to push for that, and he's writing the script for it. X-Force, and it's going to be him and Wolverine, and then Storm. I heard Storm. You want Storm in it too, like the new Storm though, not Halle Berry.
It's just a damn shame that Marvel has made the missteps to put us in this situation where the only cure is to go back to what's familiar and what feels right, and that's the old heroes doing the same thing, whatever.
Well, that's
We're never going to
Sean.
What?
We're taking first steps, though. We're taking first steps to fix it, right?
Bring it back. Brought it back to Fantastic Four.
We're taking those first steps. Let's take those first steps, which I think it starts with a popcorn bucket, and then hopefully it ends with cinematic gold.
It's 341 ounces. That's how big that fucker holds of popcorn. 341 ounces of popcorn.
That's a lot of
Good
popcorn.
Lord.
It's too much.
Pepestar, shalama ding ding.
That'll feed Pepe for a month, Brian.
That really was.
Shit.
Of the fucking movie. I'm watching Fantastic Four and eating the popcorn out of Galactus's head and the entire damn thing. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna bring the bucket to Superman too.
There you go.
You get two and put your drink in them. Get two of them and then put your drink. Put them up.
This is a Diet Coke. Yeah, why not?
I don't know what the drink would be. I have no idea what the drink would be.
Get another one for your drink and stick a straw in it.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe you can put like the straw in Galactus's mouth. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. But the Fantastic Four.
I sold it. There you go.
There you go. Sold, set, delivered.
Brian, a Gator driver would be a good drink to have with it.
There you go. Good old Gator driver, and a big thing of popcorn. That's some Gatorade and some vodka. Gator driver.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I've heard of this drink.
But I'm excited about Fantastic Four. I'm excited about the summer. Okay, so before we get out of here, I'm gonna ask you guys first. Okay, so even though I'm not making it, I'm making it. DC versus Marvel summer. Which are you more excited about? Superman or Fantastic Four? I'm gonna go to GR first. GR, Superman, Fantastic Four. Hit me hard.
I don't really care about either of them, but I'll go with Fantastic Four just to be the odd man out.
Okay. Okay. Sean, Fantastic Four, Superman.
Superman, hands down. I feel like it's something that is going to mean the next 10 or 15 years of what DC is going to be. It's going to be this seminal piece for James Gunn's vision, and it's got to do well. So, hands down.
Spencer, Superman, Fantastic Four.
As always, I'm going to agree with Sean on this one. Yep. What it means for each of these movies, right? Superman means everything for DC, and I think it is going to give us something good to hope for. Whereas Fantastic Four is kind of like a little blip on the radar, and then it's going to be washed into the stream that we've got. I think, personally, I'm excited for Superman. I'm excited for both. As a comic book guy, I'm excited. 1 month, two awesome comic book movies. So.
I feel that too, Spencer. I do feel like all the RDJ stuff and the Doom and Doomsday and Secret Wars has taken a lot of the wind out of the Fantastic Four sails.
100%.
But that's what Marvel has done in all the rest of these years. In the last couple phases have been, you'll see this movie, but it's going to tee up the next one, and then the next and the next, and you just can't appreciate anything in the moment because it just you're worried about what's coming next and who's going to be teased or cameo.
I think it's a huge reason people didn't like Eternals very much either, is because they're how does this fit into everything else? And they can't see it as a standalone, movie, which as a standalone movie, it was just like, it was visually pleasing. It was cool. I mean, like, it wasn't depth or anything, but you got this cell, the kind of like Cell from Dragon Ball Z, just, absorbing people and taking their powers. And I liked the creativity, and the acting was great. I thought it was good. But,
great cast for Eternals. Great cast.
But then we wait until the new Captain America, where we're like, oh, yeah, by the way, in the middle of the ocean, there's a giant...
It's still there.
Yeah, just talking about it for like 5 years, but...
That was the setup. We just didn't know. That movie was a clusterfuck, guys.
Captain America was a goddamn disaster.
It was and I was also thinking about this earlier. I just rewatched it. I don't need to get out of this, but Anthony, it's the actor has to be able to sell the character. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I love Anthony Mackie in some films, but I think if we saw like Michael J. White or fucking even Michael B. Jordan, doing some of this stuff, we would be like, okay, no, that's good. I believe that. I believe that. I don't know. I wasn't convinced. Some of the action, I was like, man. Even when Chris Evans was doing it, like they had actors doing, they had all kinds of stunt actors flipping everywhere. I'm watching Anthony Mackie like breaking his joints. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
it was weird.
All right, you're a little.
I don't think they. I don't think they gave him anything to really do, and then it was just a kludge of 8 other expectations and Giancarlo Esposito for some goddamn reason too.
Yeah, my
buddy him.
Oh, he just redid all that pieces.
Yeah.
It was like they cared about everybody else besides him. Harrison Ford, I feel like had more screen time than him. You know, I feel like there's like Captain America took a backseat to that whole movie.
Yeah, it was him reacting to what was happening instead of him driving the action and driving what was supposed to happen. Yeah.
Then you see him like, do I care about this? I mean, you know what I mean? I'm like, let's get back to the plot of the movie, which is apparently Harrison Ford going through this transformation, you know, and that's really what the plot. It was also a conglomerate of like the old Hulk and the new Hulk, but like not the new Hulk. And we got Liv Tyler in here. We got freaking. He's also playing. You know, it's just crazy. It's just like all these different characters that shouldn't be all together.
Yeah, Edward Norton's not there.
Yeah.
It's a totally different Hulk.
But it's Edward Norton's Hulk, kind of though, still, right?
Totally different Hulk. Totally different type of person.
I think they expected the Liv Tyler thing to like mean more, and I was like, okay, cool. Who the fuck?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Slapped her in there. You know what I mean?
Strained father-daughter relationship.
It would have been better to use a different actress, I think. You know, just for the idea that we're not just gonna make this amalgam of things. You know, and also we've got all this universe with different versions of people, and then
just like we're not gonna do that here. We're not gonna do that here.
We're gonna recast the guy that died, and then not recast him, recast the Hulk, but not recast his love interest for what reason? I'm sorry.
Make the mustache joke.
Great. This is
had enough. I've had enough. I'm getting heated.
Adding another segment to the show. We got to talk about Captain America again.
Do we have to?
No. I'm out. I'm sorry.
Land this plane, Brian.
Mustache gate, guys. Mustache gate. I gotta say, end of the day, whatever they did with that movie, it was a movie. It got released. It's on Disney Plus now, guys. Round of applause for that. Check it out on Disney Plus. The Fantastic Four is coming, guys. We got a little bit over a month, less than a month, we're pretty much at a month for Superman, guys. At this point, big summer for comic books, big summer for Marvel fans and DC. I'm excited about Superman, like you guys are. I want it to do great. I want James Gunn to succeed, and I would love one day. Gunn and Feige to bring these two ships together and have that crossover. Come on, guys. Your friends.
Talk about crossovers.
Let's succeed. Let's succeed and then thrive together. How about that, guys?
Do we have a minute? Do we 1 minute?
They did announce the Batman Deadpool crossover.
They did this. There's this moment. It's Doomsday. It's Watchmen versus Superman versus Justice League. They mix the universe for a second. Dr. Manhattan becomes aware that he's in a comic, and then that Superman's been rewritten multiple times. Fantastic comic. At the end of it, he does this thing where he's like, Superman, I see into the future. Superman comes to punch me. I don't know if Superman kills me or I kill everything. It's great. And then he's himself as an entity inside of a comic, and he says, I go into the future and I see Superman fight all these things, you know what I mean? Things that have happened in the comics. And then he says something like, I go into the short future, which is like 2025, because this was written in 2020, and he says, I see Superman fighting a giant green behemoth. And it's like, to me, it was like DC foreshadowing this event where there's a possibility. Oh, it's a god of thunder and a green behemoth. And it's like, oh, is Dr. Manhattan giving us a little moment where we maybe see a merger and a moment where they can fucking... It's the very end, Sean. It's the very end. Read it.
Give it to us.
Go ahead. Keep Brian.
It could be cool.
Brian, we're going for a 2-hour Sutherland.
I'm excited. That sounds awesome, Spencer. I've never heard of that before.
Cool.
I'm going to have to check that out. Sean's got it right there. Can you find that at a local comic book store someplace, Sean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Doomsday Clock was not well reviewed, but it is a very good series. Jeff Jones, Gary Frank, fantastic creative team. They do some really great stuff recently with Geiger. But yeah, Doomsday Clock should be in print anywhere you find comic books. go get yourself the collected edition. I'm going to read that over again. I don't remember that.
Right. But I'm gonna check that, guys, out. I'm gonna check that out because I'm excited. That's super. Thank you, Spencer, for bringing that to my attention. I had no idea about that, and that's maybe we can get there. Come on, Gunn. Come on, Feige, get together, have a powwow, get together, make some great stuff, combine these universes, succeed this summer, and keep the comic book movies happening because we want them to do well. We want to be able to disconnect, have a great time in theaters, and get the best popcorn buckets in the universe. Come on, guys, let's make it happen.
That'd be cool. Like
I love
100
it.
years to make it. It'd be great.
Let's make it happen. Because you know what, Spencer? We have hope.
That's right.
We have hope.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.